I want something a little spoiled.
Everybody want this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie.
It's a spoil.
Everybody want this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah.
What's done, what's the nookie? He gon' eat the cookie, yeah. He gon' eat the cookie all night, Make sure the cookie stick before I eat you. Real nigga, I'ma eat you. I don't care what it really smell like. I'ma lick you up and down just to get you right.
Everybody want this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah.
You already know. You only want it if it's spoiled.
All right. Let's get it started.
It's a storm show. Ay, it's a storm show.
All right, people. All right. The doctor is here. Can y'all hear me and see me? As you guys come in, let me know that you can hear me and see me. I want to make sure that you can hear me and see me. Okay? Y'all let me know. Want to make sure we straight. The doctor is here. I had to come in. You know, we just had to come and discuss a few things. Okay? It's a lot going on. All right, we good? We Gucci? Yes. Okay, perfect. Okay, so first things first, people. I wanted to actually start off today by getting into this topic of Shaq and his new baby that he got. It's all over the Instagram that Shaq done had a baby with one of these little light-skinned young women. I couldn't quite find the woman and who she was. If it's one thing about Shaq, you know Shaq, his big ass, it's a big ass kid, and he love the kids. Now he ain't no good husband, he ain't no good boyfriend, he's non-monogamous, he's non-committal, he's not good for none of that. But as far as giving you a baby and make sure that you well taken care of and make sure that baby is well taken care of, he is good for that. So we blocked out the baby. We took her off, of course, because she is a minor. Shout out to Live Bites on Instagram. They always have the tea. Shout out to them. They growing their page. They're doing the damn motherfucking good job. All right. Now, this little girl's name, the little baby's name is Shakira, spelled Shaqirah. You know, so she named after her daddy, you know, and her mama made sure that y'all all knew that was Shaquille O'Neal's child. Even when I look at the baby, she looked like a light-skinned version of him. She looked like, if you seen his daughter Mimi, she looked like Mimi. She looked a lot like Mimi. So Shaq Swimmers still works, apparently. Congratulations on the new baby. And Shaq, when you gonna come and tell your truth? When you gonna come and talk about the women that you got up in your house, cooking and cleaning and doing whatever else? When is that tea gonna come out? You know, do the world know that you keep 4 white women on retainer in your house, Shaq? Now, I ain't heard nothing about you mistreating them. I will say this. I know one of the chicks, I'll say from Texas. She ain't from Texas, but I think he met her in Texas. One of the chicks in Texas that he was trying to trying to talk to, listen, Listen, I heard some things about this man, and I'm going to just say this. She had nothing but good things to say. He is the perfect gentleman. He is the perfect trick. Not bad to have him on your roster. You know, if you like men to buy you pasta and lobster. I'm just saying. He'll even give you a baby and you're going to be well taken care of. If there's one thing about Shaq, he love the kids, all right? Also, side note, baby, we are officially sponsored by freecash.com. So as you guys know, I'm finna get in my bag. Give me 1 second. So I get in my bag here. Let me get in my bag. Let me act like a real podcast. Let me get in my bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me, you know, we got to read the campaigns. We got to pay our bills, baby. We got to pay our bills. Freecash.com is a platform to help people make more money and ease financial stress. There are many reward and loyalty programs that help people earn cash online, but knowing which ones to trust are few and far between. Freecash.com is a rewards and loyalty program that helps people earn, save, and put more money back in their pockets. You can literally scan my QR code right here, all right, and create you an account, and you literally get paid to play games perfectly legit, baby. They don't play nothing about that, all right? It only takes a few seconds. Some people make $10 to $20 a day. Some people make even more. And this is how I look at it, right? If you on that phone scrolling anyway, if you like to play games on your phone anyway, go ahead and hit the link. Well, scan the QR code. The link should be, the mod should be putting that in the chat. And go ahead and sign up and play games and get paid. Because why the hell not? All right? Now, moving right along from that, baby, we got to get into the tea between Kris Jenner, Kim Kardashian. I would just say the Kardashians versus the Carters, okay? Let me check on y'all in the chat. Make sure y'all straight first before we get into this next story. Do it like it's your B-Day, baby. Do it like it's your B-Day. Yep. Do it like it's your B-Day, baby. Do it like it's your B-Day. Yep. All right. Okay, y'all ready? Okay, so let's get on into it. So next, we got to talk about why the Kardashians was mad at the Carters. Okay, now, what do we all know about the Met Gala? Maybe you don't know, but what should you know? It's the fact that there is an age requirement to be on the red carpet. And who was allowed to come to the Met Gala? Who was there? Blue Ivy, looking tall, looking beautiful, dressed well, age appropriate. Like I said, she's a minor, so we're choosing not to show her picture. But nonetheless, Blue Ivy was there. She was getting attention. She was taking attention. Beyonce was taking attention. Now we're gonna get into them, next. But long story long, baby, literally, Beyonce did her shit. The hosts did they shit. And guess who nobody was talking about? They wasn't talking about the Kardashians. The Kardashians was an afterthought. Not only were their outfits on flat, if you notice, even in the media, nobody gave a fuck. Nobody gave a shit. The Kardashians are pissed about that. They feel like, I'm telling you the tea I got behind the scenes. This is exclusive, and this ain't no allegedly. They are pissed at the fact that the Carters got more attention than them, that they didn't really get no attention in the media, point blank and period. Do not be surprised if you don't see the Kardashian Jenner clan. You know, it's a whole bunch of them. Don't be surprised if you don't see this family pull some kind of stunt to be relevant again in the news. So I don't know if somebody's going to go to the hospital. I don't know if somebody's going to come up pregnant. I don't know if somebody's going to get married. I heard somebody was ready to come out. I heard that somebody was ready to come out. They're tired of living a lie. They're tired of dating these basketball players and these biracial ass athletes acting like they really want to be with them when they want to be with the same sex. So, from what I had heard in the streets, that may be one of the things that comes next to, keep this family relevant. When all else goes to fail, baby, when the money the money ain't necessarily low with the Kardashians, it's low with the Carters. But anyway, remember that 304 gonna always show. The Kardashians is full of 304s. So do not be surprised if there's not some big announcement of an interview with a famous journalist or some kind of campaign and somebody comes out the closet. So we start paying attention to this family again. I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm just saying don't be surprised if it do. Okay. Also, the Kardashians were pissed because they begged Anna Wintour to allow Northwest to walk the carpet, for Northwest to be there and to get the attention and to try to upstage Blue Ivy. Okay, I was gonna call her Blue West. Blue Ivy. You dig what I'm saying? So the Kardashians were pissed, not only because the Carters took attention from them. They felt like, well, why is Blue Ivy allowed to be there, but Northwest is not? Anna Wintour was not going for it. They begged and begged and begged. And this apparently wasn't even the first year. They tried to get that little girl there to walk the carpet. And every single time they are told no. So what you are watching is the dismantling of the Kardashians as you knew them. You are watching their power and their privilege and their pull, so to speak. You're watching it dwindle away. Even if you notice, they don't have the same look in their eye. It just doesn't give what it used to give. You know, there was a time, baby, when the Kardashians gave like that 2000. I say really 2009 or 2015. It was like they gave the shows, the products, the this, the that. And now we don't care, you know, and low key, this whole family could just go into oblivion and we wouldn't give a shit. We wouldn't give a damn, okay? Because the Carters got real talent and the Kardashians are, you know, women who know how to use sex magic and, you know, and bust their ass and connect the network. That's it. That's all. Come on now. And I'm here to tell you too, Kim K, because I also heard that you're not going to worry about trying to take the bar again and you're going to put your dreams aside of being an attorney. Listen, I'm not going to go in on you like that because the last time I went in on you and being an attorney, you didn't like that all too well. But I'm just going to say this to you, okay? Your mammy been having you working for a real long time, ever since you was 14 years old, trying to dance in that Tupac video. We ain't forgot because you was dancing in that Tupac video, and when you was 14, you also lost your virginity to TJ Jackson. Okay, so you've been working ever since you was 14. Okay, you done had multiple jobs. Anything your mammy told you to do, you went and did it. Okay, you are a people pleasing Libra, and your mammy is a dominant, demanding, controlling Scorpio woman. Period. With that being said, honey, law school was one of those things you're not going to be able to buy your way through and pay your way through. And working umpteen jobs and being on set on a television show that you really didn't belong on for 12 to 17 hours a day and then thinking that you're going to pass the bar is ridiculous. I don't know if anybody told you, or maybe when they, did all those BBLs, they took out all the matter in your brain. But when people go to law school or medical school, bitch, they don't have another job. That is their job. So if you were really serious about becoming an attorney, and if you were really serious about avenging, your father and really upholding his legacy and being known for something more than somebody that lays on their back for fame, then what you would do was step back from the spotlight, stop being an attention whore, dedicate all your time and attention to your studies, and then I bet then you will finally pass. But trying to work 3-4 jobs and be relevant on social media and think you're going to pass the bar, it doesn't work that way. I don't know why you so high strung on this, but I see this as something that you just not going to be able to let go. I remember the last time you failed, Saint, threw his arms around you and hugged you, and as you sat there and cried and cried and cried, and you've been crying and crying and crying and crying for years. Every time you open up that envelope and it says you failed. So I'm here to let you know, you don't have to do that. You don't have to constantly put yourself through this torture year after year after year. If you simply just step back from the fame, hell, you got umpteen sisters. Can't nobody else take over. Can't nobody else go have a baby or have 2 babies back to back while you sit back and just focus on your studies. Maybe then you could pass, and maybe then you could fill that void that's in your heart. Fame doesn't do it for you anymore. You done got billions of dollars. That don't do it for you anymore. Taking Ray J to court ain't gonna make you feel better about yourself neither. That void, baby, that's self-worth, and that's something you ain't learned ever in your life. Okay, it doesn't matter what wig, hair color you put on. I don't care how much of your body hair and facial hair you wax or laser off, because you is a hairy Armenian. At the end of the day, I don't care what surgery you do on your face and your body, baby. It's the soul that needs fixing. That's it, and that's all. But baby, they was mad as hell at the Carters. They was mad as hell. All right? We finna pay some bills, and then we'll be right back. All right, shout out to Milan. Shout out to Milan out here selling them houses. If y'all in her local area and you trying to buy you a house or a townhome, a condo, you trying to get you some real estate, baby, you better hit her up. You better hit her up. All right. Shout out to Milan. All right. Okay, so next, I'm gonna talk about Rihanna, then we'll come back and we'll end with Beyonce and Jay-Z. I wanted to talk about Rihanna and ASAP because Rihanna was visibly disturbed at the Met Gala. Not only did she just like look uncomfortable in her uniform, she didn't have the same aura, she didn't have the same pull. And you know, a lot of y'all been doubting me in these comments when I told y'all that ASAP ain't doing nothing but using this lady, okay? ASAP is destiny swapping with her and is using her to get into rooms and to get opportunities that he was never supposed to get, okay? I'm here to let y'all know. Let me just back up. Let's play the video of Rihanna upset with ASAP, and then I'm gonna tell y'all what happened or what I heard, allegedly, all right?
Oh, she was tired. Oh, she's tired. Or drunk. Riri! Oh, she's not happy. Oh, she's not happy. I'm looking at his They are not happy.
Just don't come up, guys. What? Don't go up.
Oh, but they're not happy. Are they arguing?
Low key looks like it.
They were partying when they left. I'm tired. They spent like 4 hours getting her ready. She was like,
Back it up!
To your left! Riri, over here, please! To your left! Riri, right here! To your left!
you were beautiful!
All right. So as you guys can see, they had a bit of a tiff. She was mouthing some stuff. So let me tell you what happened. So they went to the Met Gala, okay? And ASAP got not just on the red carpet, but like actually in the actual, you know, where they be seating and all that, sitting and all that stuff, right? Got to the actual party. And ASAP showed his ass behind the scenes. What does show his ass mean? Well, what does a man do when he's with a woman that can do more for him than he can do for himself? What does a man do when he knows that a woman is out of his league? What does a man do when he know his woman don't need him to pay not that mother bill in that motherfucking house? What does a man do? Baby, he was in there flirting, cheating, and being flat outright disrespectful. Flirting with every piece of that was in there. He didn't give a damn. He was feeling himself. Now, I don't know If he was, you know, a little intoxicated before they got there, you know, we know they smoke. We know they smoked the ganja. But I don't know what else. I don't know what else. You know. I'm not gonna speculate on that. But what I'm saying is that when they actually got inside their party, he was flirting right in her face, flirting with all kinds of women to the point to where it was visibly disrespectful. As a matter of fact, Rihanna, don't it remind you, Rihanna? Didn't that situation of being in that party with your man and your man flirting with all kinds of women in front of you, didn't it remind you of what happened back in the day when you walked in a party with Jay-Z? Don't it remind you when you walked in that party with Jay-Z and Beyonce was in the corner crying and snotting and couldn't even really get her words out, and we know that lady can't even really talk like that anyway? And Mr. Carter had his arm around you, and B knew what it was allegedly. Don't you remember that party? Don't you remember Beyonce being so upset that her publicist and several friends had to calm her down? Don't you remember of even the dynamic between Beyonce and Jay and how he really didn't give a damn because, you know, I mean, he got her mind and her soul, and you know that. Rihanna, it's time to drop this nigga. I don't know what other way to tell you. At this point, you might want to go ahead and pull a Mariah Carey, because this is not going to end well for you. If you stay with this man, you will see him continue to rise, and y'all gonna see Rihanna just fall the fuck off. Like, she is just never gonna look, be, or sound the same. I'm willing to bet if she don't get away from this nigga and do the proper spiritual work to unbind herself from him. You got to remember, baby, they both Caribbean, so this is all kinds of spiritual work being done back home. Well, more him on her, because he had to do what he had to do to get her. Do you understand? Now, y'all thought that Miss Yellowbone was playing with the magic when she was playing with them candles, some love candles on the baby, and you see how that flipped. Nah, baby, this is that shit that ASAP was doing allegedly is on a whole nother level. If you Caribbean, if you African, you know, and if you ain't hip, then you just ain't hip. But Rihanna got a lot of work to do, not only physically but spiritually, to unbind herself from him. But he's not gonna let her go easy. It's not gonna be easy. She gonna have to pull a Mariah Carey and get out of there in the motherfucking middle of the night. The best thing Rihanna has not done, the best thing she didn't do, the smartest thing she didn't do is marry this nigga. Thank God she didn't marry this nigga. Thank God she didn't. Now, when Mariah had to get away from Tommy Mottola, when Mariah had to, because Mariah got away from Nick. Catch that. Because he was already showing his ass behind the scenes because he felt inadequate. See, y'all gotta know. Y'all gotta know shit ain't always what it looked like. Shit ain't always what it looked like. Okay? So, let's back up. Let me stop the comedy for a minute. Let's just back up. Let's be real, ladies. I'm sure a lot of y'all have been with men where you were clearly out of his league. You lowered your standards. You clearly settled. You know that you could do better. What did that man do? That man did everything in his power to humble you. That man did everything in his power to ruin you. Because ultimately, you should never give a man a life, a destiny, a lifestyle, period, that he can't give himself. I don't want to hear shit about no potential and this, that, and the third. A man that's gonna go get it is gonna go get it, no matter how many times he fall. He's gonna get back up and go and get it. But a man that want to rest in his femininity and say you can spend on me because I'm handsome and I'm pretty, he want to be the girl. He want to be the girl. He don't want to be the boy. He wants you to be the boy. And he want to be the girl. He wants you to drown. He wants you to lay him in Chanel. But just how he want to be the girl and rest in his femininity and let you do everything and take care of him, subconsciously that man is still going to what? Buck up against you and sabotage you because he's still a man. And those feelings of inadequacy will still come up. So ASAP in the public can act like, oh, I'm good and I had all the hoes and I done this, I done that. That man ain't never stopped fucking them hoes. That man gonna continue to cheat on Rihanna. Not just behind her back, but in her face. Why? Because he knows, and even she knows, that she's better than him. That he's only in those rooms, in certain rooms, because of her. He only got out of that court case because of her. We'll be ready for your next album, Rihanna. We know you're working on it. Oh my God, we're gonna pay another bill and then we'll be right back.
Hey, Storm Chasers. Okay, I heard y'all. You're loving Sydney and Micah, and you want more. Well, just in time for your summer reading, I bundled the entire Wellington series together. We're talking love, secrets, marriage, family, and everything that comes with it. Oh, and yeah, plenty of spice. Hey, if you know, you know. The full 6-book bundle is available now for $10. Use code STORM for an additional 15% off. And honestly, it's a much better deal than buying them one by one. Until next time, bye.
All right, and we are back. We are back. By the way, if you need you some spiritual help, baby, if a man done put you in a job, if he done went and saw that lady on you, if he done went to them Asian people and they been batting on your picture, this, that, and the third, DM me or email me if you need spiritual help or spiritual advice, okay? It ain't a game. Take it seriously. All right? And, yeah. To come back and talk about these two right here, Beyonce and Jay-Z, I can't say too much. I gotta keep it cute, but what I'm gonna say is this marriage and this relationship has long been over. But this man does not want to let Beyonce go. Like I told y'all, behind the scenes, Jay-Z done messed up the money. That is why Beyonce is still working as hard as she is. That's why the whole family is working. The funds are low. When I tell you the funds are low, the funds are low. Okay? Now, the shit you read about and you see in Forbes, they can pay Forbes to say anything. We already know that. It was already proven that when they said Kylie Jenner was a self-made billionaire, yeah, it was proven that Kris Jenner had faked the tax returns and sent fake tax returns to Forbes. That was nothing more but marketing and promo. So you see what I'm saying? Like, the whole industry is smoke and mirrors, so you can't really believe the shit that you hear. This couple right here tried to get all kinds of bank loans in this country, you know, kind of like Nicki Minaj when she was trying to get them loans with them small banks, you know, and trying to stay low key. But you the only one in this damn country named Onika Mirage, so we was going to find out that it was you, okay? And you didn't even have $500,000 to save your house, Nicki. Baby, the funds are low for these people. In Hollywood, Black Hollywood, the funds are they're low. And I heard that Beyonce's upkeep maintenance at one point, maintenance for her bills was around $1 million a month. Now, Cardi told y'all she pay about $300,000 a month. Okay, Beyonce's maintenance is allegedly about $1 million a month. So you may have a lot in the bank, but if your monthly expenses are high, baby, you blowing through that cash. Y'all see what Floyd going through. Y'all see, y'all see it. It's in your face. So I hate when we as reporters come and tell y'all, look, these people struggling just like regular people struggling. They losing shit just like regular people losing shit. And y'all, no. They billionaire. I don't know nothing about that. I know they strapped for cash. I know they working like hell. I know Jay-Z know that he got to use Beyonce and the women in his family and try to get Kim and Foxy Brown on stage. He got to use his to get that money. Because we damn sure don't give a damn about Jay on his own. Did y'all see that bullshit ass interview he did on YouTube a while back? And he had some little young kid that wasn't even alive in the early 90s to really know the real motherfucking Jay-Z to ask the real motherfucking questions. Do y'all not see how much of a farce this is? Beyonce will eventually get away from this man. and get her finances together. Hey, shout out to Malcolm that just signed up for the Monetize Your Mouth 5-night workshop. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets. The link is pinned in the chat. Okay, it's only $33. All right. Anyway, with that being said, it's gonna take time for her to break away from him. I feel like she might not really be able to break away from this man until like close to 2030 or something like that. It's really gonna be some time because every time she tries to get away, she ends up right back there. And that's the best way I can put it. That would also explain why this man continues to keep her working, barefoot, and pregnant. Let me also tell you this too. In this relationship, Beyonce is absolutely a doormat. She does whatever this nigga says. She knows that we think she's stupid and the world see her as stupid, and she's tired of that. Because, you know, she ain't always stupid, but she just follows him blindly. He tell her to jump, she say how high. You got to remember, she also said he taught her how to be a woman, aka he taught her how to be submissive to him and how to serve him. And that's really why they've been married for so fucking long. So, you know, that's all I can say on that. I gotta keep it cute, you know, but just think about everything I done told y'all over the years. Think about how hard she working. Think about how the whole family working. Think about how Jewels was over there with Tommy. How Solange just doing all kinds of spiritual work publicly. Think about how Mama Tina was serving that diarrhea gumbo. Like, just think. Does this look like a family that is truly a billionaire? Or does it look like a family that's low on cash and doing what they got to do to upkeep their lifestyle as best they can? Okay? I don't know no other way to put it to you. I really, really don't. I really, really don't. All right, people. I'm going to hop in these comments and see what y'all got to say. Any comments tonight? Any comments tonight? Yeah, Millie. Yeah, I've been running your ad. Yeah. Yeah. He used to put hands and feet on her till Matthew broke that ish up allegedly. That was earlier in their relationship. So, okay, the discrepancy is okay. So Jay initially met Beyonce when she was 16. Then they did some interviews and he said 17. They claim that nothing was pursued until she was 19. Mama Tina said they was on the phone. Remember, Mama Tina said they had a relationship over the phone for about 2 years. So I don't know why in my spirit I'm kind of feeling like, yeah, maybe he really met her at 17, really started digging her, and they did what they did, but they really was dating from 17, was more public with it when she turned 19. We already know the alleged history. You think them niggas back in the day gave a damn if a girl was 16, 17? Come on now. This is a man they used to run with, R. Kelly. Let's see. That type of fame would make you paranoid and paralyzed. True. But yeah, early on in their relationship, allegedly, Jay was violent with her, and her father stepped in and had to put a stop to this shit. I don't even know why people be acting surprised about that. Like the amount of violence that women have endured in this industry when it comes to men is crazy. Once you start selling plates, that's what I'm saying. Literally out here selling plates. Mama Tina was out here selling plates like somebody that was raising money to bury somebody. You know, when somebody died and they ain't got no life insurance, and then the family got to start selling fish plates and oxtails and ribs and pork and this and that. That's what she was out there doing. Except the food wasn't good and she was giving people diarrhea. There's a reason she don't do interviews. Facts. Beyonce might have anxiety, but it's earned. I'm from Houston, and I remember how she treated Latavia and Latoya. Wow. Latavia was everybody's favorite, and she was nasty, nasty, nasty to her. Oh. Didn't Jay stab somebody in the club before? I wouldn't be surprised. Jay is a street nigga. I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to just leave that there. Didn't he really want Aaliyah? Beyonce wasn't his first choice. I don't know. I would have to do my research on that. That I don't know. Now, don't get me wrong. Beyonce has lived her life too, and she's lived her life too. On my video phone, on a cameo, on my video phone, I can handle you. Video phone. All you gotta do is go watch the Beyonce music video from the Beyonce album. Dr. Bake in the bake real low. Radio say speed it up. I don't also go watch that video. Blue Cantrell was in the mix too. Right, they named their daughter Blue. That's wild. It's giving narcissists. They all narcissists. They all narcissists. I ain't just talking about that tape. That and go watch that Beyonce video. Dr. Bake on the bass real low. Radio say speed it up. I go slow. High like trouble on in. A man up in a booty like this. Go watch that video. You like that Beyonce song? Go just watch the video. Pay attention to the video. She's telling you right there. Did you see the Dolce Lady Gaga video? I would like to see it, but her face is too wide and wow, I can't read that. I already read that though. I already read that. Y'all say everyone a narcissist. Listen, if you're gonna be in the entertainment industry, most likely you have narcissistic traits to some degree. Like, how else are you gonna believe that you are important enough for people to follow you, worship you, idolize you, and buy what you're selling? That's entertainment industry, period. There we go. Some people getting it. There we go. Yeah, self-titled is when that's when she more invoked the spirit Beyonce. So that Beyonce era that was Beyonce, you know, we remember Sasha Fierce from I Am Sasha Fierce, you know, and we like Sasha. We like Beyonce too. Actually, Sasha Fierce been around for a while. And then, of course, eventually, once the Lemonade era, she started letting y'all know that she's a daughter of Oshun. Remember, she said she even changed her religion for Jay. Now, Beyonce already came from a spiritual family. She Creole. So, you know, what she changed to? Allegedly. Let's see. Yeah. Jay-Z was a street nigga. You got to get YouTube Premium. I mean, who cares? Beyonce only been with him. How many men can say they married a virgin? The nerve of Jay-Z. I don't know if she only been with him. Do you ever go back to St. Louis? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Remember, Dr. Linda said years ago that the Kardashians were going to fall off. Yes, she did. She said that as time goes on, like, you just ain't going to really care. And we don't. Storm, how we get the spiritual help? Oh, baby, they need to DM me or email me. DM me on Instagram. Email me, monroestorm59@gmail.com. My email is always in the description box. It's all over on everything. And y'all been doing that, and I've been answering and giving y'all the information. Please follow the directions. Read all the options. See what makes sense for you. Just take your time and read. I know a lot of times when we need spiritual help, we're like in a frenzy. We're like in a rush. We're not like really thinking. Like, take your time, breathe, and read, and make it a smooth process for yourself. Let's see. Creole means white. That part. I thought Creole meant French and black. I thought that's what that meant. I don't know. I'm not Creole. What is your turnaround time to respond? Usually pretty quick when it's quick questions. They said Marcus Houston was B's first. I don't know. I didn't know that. I don't know. Wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know. There was an old story about Beyonce when she was in the club with women, dancing on the table and being very friendly with the women's. Come on now. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on. Can we order your playback for your courses because you have them on days I can't get? Yes. Okay, so the way it works is that it's a 5-night workshop because each night we're talking about different topics. You understand? All 5 of the nights you get replays for all of those nights. Anytime you buy a ticket for a webinar of mine, you're going to always get the replay. I don't play them games of, oh, this is only available now. It's here, then it's gone. Like, people got to work. People got lives. People might not be able to get to something right away. Like, no, you need the replay, and you paid for it, and there you go. You know, and even after I'm finished, baby, I'm going to package this shit up, and then I'm going to sell the replays for the people that didn't buy it initially. Always be selling. Get that money. This is a get money year. Okay? Point blank in the period. Hey, and hey, shout out to Malcolm. Okay. Creole is mixed, black, and French. That's what I thought. And by the way, your $33 covers you for the whole 5 nights. So you don't have to pay separately for each night. That $33 covers you for the whole 5 nights. Beyonce is mentally in the back seat. She's being controlled by Entity and Jay-Z, MK Ultra. Ooh, okay. All right, people. Well, listen, thank y'all for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, share if you care. And I will catch y'all later. This was a cool night show, okay? I will see y'all tomorrow, right? We out of here, baby.
Everybody want this cookie, my spoiled rotten cookie. Yeah, everybody wants this